Managing blood sugar after 60 can feel overwhelming. The threat of insulin, the frustration of fatigue, and the confusion over what to eat, all of it adds stress to everyday life. But the truth is, stable blood sugar doesn't require extreme restrictions. It just requires the right tools applied consistently. At 68, the goal wasn't to eliminate every carb or live in fear of food. It was about learning how to support the body's natural ability to manage sugar, step by step. One particular plant, eaten daily, became a cornerstone in staying off insulin. But before reaching that one powerful miracle leaf, 6 other natural allies paved the way, each one simple, accessible, and proven. These aren't mysterious superfoods or expensive supplements. They're real herbs, spices, and roots, many of which you probably already have in your kitchen. When used consistently, they help regulate sugar, calm inflammation, support digestion, and even improve mood. No crash diets, no extremes, just natural ingredients with centuries of history and modern science behind them. This video is about sharing exactly how each of these 6 plants helped build a sustainable routine, one that supported energy, mental clarity, and most importantly, blood sugar stability. With time, these became more than just ingredients. They became trusted daily companions in the journey toward better health. If you're in your 60s or beyond and feeling stuck or unsure of your next step, this guide is for you. You don't need perfection. You need consistency and support. And these plants may be just the thing to help you move forward with clarity and confidence. Let's begin with the first one. It's likely already in your spice rack, and you may not realize how much strength is hidden in something so familiar. Number 1. Cinnamon. Cinnamon isn't just a cozy spice sprinkled on lattes or oatmeal. It's one of the most powerful and underappreciated natural tools for managing blood sugar, especially for people over 60. Simple, accessible, and backed by science, cinnamon became a daily habit that offered warmth, comfort, and metabolic support all in one. What makes cinnamon so effective? It's rich in polyphenols, plant-based compounds that reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. One of these, cinnamaldehyde, is the key bioactive compound responsible for cinnamon's aroma and many of its health benefits. It helps reduce blood sugar by improving insulin sensitivity, so your cells can absorb glucose more effectively. This means less sugar floating in the bloodstream and fewer energy crashes after meals. Cinnamon also slows down gastric emptying and the breakdown of carbohydrates, helping to prevent sharp spikes in blood sugar after eating. For older adults with sluggish digestion or higher insulin resistance, this gentle regulation is a game changer. Clinical studies back this up. In one trial, people with type 2 diabetes who consumed cinnamon daily experienced a 10% to 29% decrease in fasting blood glucose. Other studies show improvements in HbA1c, LDL cholesterol, and even triglycerides, offering heart and metabolic support beyond just sugar control. But cinnamon doesn't just help with numbers on a blood test. It helps with how you feel. It promotes steadier energy, reduces the fog and fatigue often linked with high sugar swings, and offers a sense of grounding, especially when incorporated into soothing daily rituals. One of the best parts about cinnamon is how easy it is to use. Here are a few daily ideas. Stir it into morning tea or coffee. Sprinkle on plain yogurt or cottage cheese. Mix with oatmeal or chia pudding. Add to smoothies with banana, almond milk, and greens. Dust over sliced apples or pears for a naturally sweet snack. There are 2 types of cinnamon commonly available: Ceylon, also called true cinnamon, and cassia. While both offer benefits, cassia contains a compound called coumarin that, in high doses over long periods, may affect liver health. For daily use, Ceylon cinnamon is the safer and more appropriate choice, especially if you're using more than ½ teaspoon daily. For optimal results, aim for ½ to 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon per day, or 500 to 1,000 milligrams if taking capsules. Start with smaller amounts and build up as your body adjusts. For those with sensitive digestion, pairing cinnamon with food can minimize any potential irritation. You can also experiment with cinnamon water. Simply steep a cinnamon stick in warm water overnight and sip it in the morning. It's a mild, grounding way to start the day and supports digestion and hydration too. Cinnamon became more than just a spice, it became a ritual of care. It offered a daily reminder that healing doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. It just needs to be consistent. In summary, cinnamon supports insulin sensitivity, helps manage post-meal spikes, improves cholesterol, and fits effortlessly into any lifestyle. Whether in your mug, on your breakfast, or in a capsule, it's a smart, affordable habit that adds flavor and health in equal measure. Number 2. Gymnema Sylvestre. Gymnema Sylvestre, known in Sanskrit as gurmar or sugar destroyer, has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 2,000 years. For those over 60 seeking a natural way to control blood sugar and reduce sugar cravings, Gymnema offers a gentle but profound shift, not just physically, but emotionally. At its core, Gymnema works through its active ingredients, gymnemic acids. These unique compounds deliver a twofold benefit. They temporarily block the sugar receptors on your taste buds, making sweet foods taste dull or even flavorless. They slow the absorption of glucose in the intestine, reducing the post-meal spike in blood sugar that can leave you feeling fatigued and foggy. This combination makes Gymnema a powerful ally for people struggling with sugar addiction, emotional eating, or late-night snacking. After just a few days of use, many people notice a reduction in sweet cravings. Foods like soda, cake, or even fruit taste noticeably less sweet, and suddenly, those old temptations lose their power. But the benefits go deeper. Gymnema has been shown to stimulate the pancreas to release more insulin and support the regeneration of insulin-producing beta cells. For individuals with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes, this means improved long-term blood sugar control. One clinical trial showed that participants who took Gymnema extract daily for 12 weeks experienced significant reductions in fasting glucose, post-meal sugar levels, and HbA1c. Some were even able to lower their dosage of blood sugar medication under their doctor's supervision, a sign of true metabolic improvement. How can you use Gymnema in daily life? The most common and convenient form is capsules, typically in doses of 200 to 400 milligrams per day, taken 10 to 15 minutes before meals. Tea is another option. Brewed from dried Gymnema leaves, it has a slightly bitter, earthy flavor. Drinking it before meals can help reduce sugar cravings and blunt the glycemic impact of what you eat. Some people also use liquid extracts or powdered forms, which can be added to smoothies or herbal drinks. One unique tip: try letting a Gymnema capsule dissolve on your tongue before a meal with dessert. You'll likely find the sweet treat tastes bland or flavorless, an almost magical shift that trains the brain to desire sugar less over time. Gymnema is generally considered safe, but those on blood sugar-lowering medications should use it under medical guidance, as it may amplify the effects and require medication adjustments. What made Gymnema life-changing wasn't just its blood sugar benefits, it was the sense of control it restored. No longer feeling at the mercy of cravings, no longer feeling guilty after a meal, it created space for balance, ease, and satisfaction. It also helped rebuild trust in food. By removing the emotional hold that sugar had, meals became more intentional and less reactive. Energy became steadier, sleep improved, and that mid-afternoon crash? Gone. In summary, Gymnema Sylvestre is a sugar-busting, craving-crushing, metabolism-supporting plant that offers natural control without restriction. For anyone over 60 seeking a calmer, more stable relationship with sugar, Gymnema is a gentle, powerful place to start. Number 3. Aloe Vera. Aloe vera is famous for its ability to soothe sunburns and skin irritations, but few people realize it can also work wonders from the inside out. For those over 60 looking to support blood sugar, digestion, and overall inflammation naturally, aloe vera became a quiet yet powerful ally in daily life. The part of the plant used internally is the clear inner gel, not the bitter yellow latex that lies just beneath the skin. This inner gel is rich in glucomannan, a soluble fiber that helps slow digestion, regulate blood sugar absorption, and support satiety. Aloe also contains phytosterols, vitamins, and antioxidants that protect cells, reduce inflammation, and help the pancreas function more efficiently. What does this mean in real life? When aloe vera is consumed consistently, about 2 to 3 times per week, it can lead to significant improvements in fasting blood glucose, post-meal sugar spikes, and even HbA1c levels. In one study, participants saw a 15% to 30% reduction in fasting glucose after consuming aloe for several weeks. Some also experienced lower LDL cholesterol and triglyceride levels, which further supports heart health. Beyond blood sugar, aloe vera's most underrated benefit is its impact on digestion. As we age, issues like bloating, gas, constipation, and poor nutrient absorption can become regular struggles. Aloe acts as a soothing agent in the gastrointestinal tract, calming irritation, reducing inflammation, and helping nutrients absorb more efficiently. This improvement in gut health often leads to something else: more energy. With fewer sugar crashes, more stable blood sugar, and a less bloated digestive system, many report feeling lighter, clearer, and more motivated throughout the day. So how do you use aloe safely and effectively? Step 1. Source clean aloe. If using fresh leaves, slice open and scoop out the clear gel. Avoid the yellow part, latex, which can act as a harsh laxative. If using store-bought aloe juice, make sure it's pure, organic, and free from added sugar or preservatives. Always check that it's labeled for internal use. Step 2. Blend gently. Mix the gel with lemon water, cucumber, or mint for a refreshing detox drink. Add to green smoothies with leafy greens, berries, and plant-based milk. Step 3. Use sparingly. Start with 2 to 3 tablespoons, 2 to 3 times per week. Avoid daily use unless guided by a healthcare provider, especially for those with sensitive digestion or taking medications. It's worth noting that the yellow latex portion of aloe, the bitter edge under the skin, should be avoided. It can cause cramping, diarrhea, and electrolyte imbalances, particularly for older adults. Stick to the clear inner gel for safety and effectiveness. What made aloe so valuable wasn't just what it did for blood sugar, it was how it made the whole body feel better. Less bloating, clearer thinking, more comfortable digestion, and gentler energy made it a trustworthy part of the weekly routine. In summary, aloe vera is a gentle but deeply nourishing plant that supports blood sugar regulation, digestive comfort, and inflammation control. For older adults seeking natural, steady progress, aloe is a hydrating, healing, and energizing solution. Number 4. Garlic. Garlic isn't just a kitchen essential. It's a natural powerhouse for blood sugar control, heart support, and inflammation reduction. For people over 60 seeking simple, natural solutions, garlic became a go-to ingredient that did far more than just add flavor to meals. The magic of garlic lies in allicin, a sulfur-rich compound released when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin has potent biological effects. It helps improve insulin sensitivity, supports glucose metabolism, and reduces inflammation throughout the body. These effects are particularly important for aging adults who often experience declining insulin efficiency and chronic inflammation. When garlic is included regularly in the diet, it can lead to noticeable improvements. In several studies, people taking garlic supplements or eating fresh garlic consistently saw reductions in fasting blood glucose, HbA1c, and total cholesterol. One study involving aged garlic extract over 12 weeks showed a meaningful drop in both blood sugar and blood pressure, along with better cholesterol balance. A huge win for managing both diabetes and cardiovascular risk at the same time. But garlic's benefits aren't just about lab results. They're about how you feel. Garlic helps calm the immune system, soothe internal inflammation, and regulate digestion. That means less bloating, fewer energy crashes, and a more stable feeling throughout the day. Many over 60 found that even a few cloves of garlic per week contributed to steadier energy, sharper focus, and fewer sugar cravings. Here's how to get the most from garlic. Crush a clove and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This activates allicin, making garlic more potent. Add minced garlic to soups, stir-fries, roasted vegetables, or stews. Create a blood sugar-friendly dressing by combining raw garlic with lemon juice, olive oil, and herbs. For a gentler option, try aged garlic extract in capsule form. These are odorless and ideal for people sensitive to garlic's taste or smell. Start with 2 to 5 cloves per week, depending on your comfort and digestion. For some, raw garlic can be too strong, so lightly cooking it still offers benefits while being easier on the stomach. Another tip: try combining garlic with healthy fats like olive oil or avocado. These fats help absorb garlic's beneficial compounds and promote longer-lasting energy after meals. While garlic is safe for most people, it can act as a natural blood thinner. If you're taking anticoagulants or preparing for surgery, consult your doctor before increasing your intake. Garlic also supports gut health, which is increasingly linked to blood sugar control. A healthy gut microbiome helps regulate hormones involved in hunger, satiety, and glucose balance. Garlic's antimicrobial and prebiotic properties help keep your gut environment clean and thriving. What truly made garlic special in a natural health routine wasn't just the science, it was the simplicity. It was comforting, familiar, and empowering. Instead of relying solely on pills or restrictive rules, garlic brought healing back to the kitchen, where real change often begins. In summary, garlic is one of the most well-researched, affordable, and multifunctional foods for managing blood sugar and promoting overall health. From reducing inflammation and improving heart health to supporting glucose control, garlic belongs in every age-friendly diet, especially for those determined to stay off insulin naturally. Number 5. Bitter melon. Bitter melon, also called bitter gourd or Momordica carrantia, is one of the most potent natural remedies for blood sugar control. Its sharp, bitter taste may be a challenge at first, but the metabolic benefits it offers make it more than worth the adjustment, especially for people over 60, working to avoid insulin and manage type 2 diabetes naturally. What sets bitter melon apart are its powerful compounds: carnitine, visin, and polypeptide P. These compounds mimic insulin in the body, helping glucose enter cells more efficiently while reducing sugar absorption in the intestines and stimulating the pancreas to release more insulin. This triple action allows the body to manage blood sugar more naturally and with greater balance. Clinical studies have shown that regular consumption of bitter melon can lead to significant improvements in fasting glucose, post-meal sugar levels, and HbA1c. In fact, in some trials, bitter melon performed nearly as effectively as pharmaceutical drugs like metformin, without the common side effects such as nausea or digestive distress. That makes it an excellent option for older adults looking to reduce medication dependence and support their body's natural systems. Beyond its impact on sugar, bitter melon supports liver function and aids digestion. It helps the liver process sugars and fats more efficiently, reducing fat buildup and promoting gentle detoxification. Many who incorporate bitter melon report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energized after meals. One of the most noticeable changes that came from using bitter melon was the reduction in post-meal energy crashes. Rather than feeling sluggish or foggy, energy levels became more stable, cravings diminished, and overall mood improved. This steadiness helped build confidence and consistency, something that's essential when trying to create lasting change after 60. There are many ways to enjoy bitter melon, depending on preference and tolerance. Drinking it as a tea, made by boiling fresh slices in water, became a calming pre-meal ritual. Juicing it with ingredients like cucumber or green apple made it more palatable and offered a concentrated boost. Cooking it into meals, especially with onion and garlic, helped tone down the bitterness while turning it into a flavorful, healing food. And for those who found the taste too intense, high-quality capsules and extracts provided an easy alternative. It's worth noting that while bitter melon is safe for most, it can intensify the effects of diabetes medications. Anyone already on glucose-lowering drugs should consult a healthcare provider before starting bitter melon regularly. It's also best avoided during pregnancy. What made bitter melon a meaningful part of a natural routine wasn't just its science-backed benefits, it was how dependable it felt over time. By helping manage blood sugar, protect organs, and stabilize energy, it created space for more freedom and less worry at mealtime. In summary, bitter melon is one of the most effective natural tools for managing blood sugar, reducing cravings and promoting clarity and vitality. For anyone serious about supporting their health without harsh medications, it offers real, lasting support that honors both tradition and modern science. Number 6. Berberine. Berberine is a natural compound extracted from several plants, including barberry, golden seal, and tree turmeric. Though it has been used for centuries in traditional Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine, modern science is only now beginning to catch up to its full potential, especially for people over 60 seeking a natural, steady way to manage blood sugar and avoid insulin dependency. At the heart of berberine's power is its ability to activate an enzyme known as AMPK, often called the metabolic master switch. This enzyme regulates how the body produces and uses energy. When AMPK is activated, the body becomes more efficient at using glucose, reducing insulin resistance, and promoting fat burning. These are exactly the areas that tend to slow down as we age, making berberine a valuable support system for older adults looking to stay balanced and energized. Berberine has been extensively studied for its blood sugar-lowering properties. In several trials, it has been shown to reduce fasting blood glucose, post-meal sugar levels, and HbA1c, all without causing hypoglycemia. In one head-to-head comparison, berberine performed nearly as well as metformin, one of the most commonly prescribed diabetes drugs. But what makes it unique is that it also improves cholesterol levels, lowering LDL and triglycerides while increasing HDL, offering protection for both metabolic and cardiovascular health at once. One of the most impactful changes that came from taking berberine regularly was the consistency it brought to daily energy. People who had previously experienced post-meal fatigue or brain fog noticed they had more mental clarity, less afternoon drowsiness, and steadier stamina throughout the day. For many, this meant being able to enjoy walks, hobbies, or social outings without the crashes that often come with unstable blood sugar. Another area where berberine made a difference was digestion. Because it helps regulate gut bacteria and reduces inflammation in the digestive tract, it also soothed bloating and irregularity, two common issues for those over 60. Meals felt easier to digest, and the discomfort that once followed high-carb meals began to disappear. The most effective way to take berberine is in capsule form. A common dose is 500 milligrams, taken once or twice daily with meals. It's important to take berberine with food to enhance absorption and minimize the chance of stomach upset. Most people begin with 1 dose per day and gradually increase to 2, adjusting based on how their body responds. It's not a quick-fix supplement. It builds its strength over time, offering support that grows with consistent use. Berberine can interact with certain medications, especially those for blood sugar and blood pressure, so it's essential to consult a healthcare provider before starting a new regimen. For those cleared to use it, berberine becomes more than just a supplement. It becomes part of a rhythm, something to rely on as part of a calm, consistent routine that supports energy, mood, and long-term well-being. Perhaps the most powerful part of adding berberine wasn't just the physical change, it was the shift in mindset. Having a tool that worked gently, naturally, and reliably gave back a sense of control. There was less fear around meals, fewer ups and downs, and a clearer sense of direction. In summary, berberine offers triple benefits: better blood sugar control, improved cholesterol, and healthier digestion. For people over 60 looking to maintain their independence, energy, and health naturally, berberine is a quiet but powerful partner, helping every day feel just a little more balanced, focused, and free. Staying off insulin after 60 wasn't about luck or extreme discipline. It came down to steady, thoughtful choices, made one small step at a time. Each of the 6 plants we explored, cinnamon, gymnema, aloe vera, garlic, bitter melon, and berberine, played a role in restoring balance, building consistency, and nurturing trust in the body again. These plants weren't magic. They didn't promise overnight results, but through regular use, they became anchors, daily habits that reduced cravings, lowered blood sugar, supported digestion, and restored energy. Over time, meals became less stressful, crashes became less frequent, life began to feel more stable and predictable. And most importantly, confidence began to return. What worked best wasn't trying to add everything at once. It was choosing one habit at a time. Maybe it was cinnamon in the morning tea, garlic cooked into a favorite soup, aloe in a refreshing smoothie, or a berberine capsule before dinner. The small, consistent actions became stronger than fear or confusion, and over time, they created real change, without relying on extreme diets or medications. The journey wasn't perfect. There were ups and downs, moments of doubt, and days when things didn't go as planned. But the important thing was this: every effort mattered. Each time a healing plant was added to the day, the body responded with quiet progress, and health slowly returned, one day at a time. If you found value in this journey, subscribe to Active Healthcare. We're here to share natural, practical, and science-backed ways to support your health over 50. You deserve information that empowers you, not overwhelms you. With the right tools, you can feel energized, confident, and in control at any age. Thank you for watching. Please share this with someone who needs hope. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more helpful, heart-centered health content.